So I come from a place of many fears and insecurities. I heard about the Max business in 2015 and I was very skeptical. Actually, what happened was I spoke to people who had no knowledge about the business and they were able to project their fears into me. So what happened was I ended up turning down the opportunity. Now, fast forward in 2017, the opportunity came up once again, and this time I was more open because I found myself in a place in my life, I would not say it was bad, but it was a point I didn't really enjoy. I was working with one of the best language institutions here in Ghana. I loved my teaching job, but I didn't love everything that came with it. So I found myself in a place where I wanted to do more for myself, and when the opportunity came up this time, I was more open to it and I decided to get started. So I partnered with Max International. From the moment I got started, I remember the very first day I was at the office, I had very high expectations. I saw so many faces on the walls. I was so excited. To me, I thought that, okay, we're going to do this in 6 months, I'm going to be diamond, and that's not how the business works. So I started to face rejections and objections. Now, the very first one was actually from my dad. When I got my products, he was the first person I went to at home. I spoke to him about the products. It was like a slap to my face. I'm not interested in this. These things don't work. It hurt me a lot because, like I said, I had so many insecurities. Now, the next person I spoke to was my mom, and she was more open. I think she came from the point of view of a supportive mother. So she was like, okay, let me buy this product from her and give it a try. So she did, and then actually she had an issue with her hand. She had numbness in her hand, and when she started taking it, she noticed that it was improving. So she kept talking about the product a lot. I remember there was even one day she comes into the living room and she's like, are you sure you've not given me cocaine? Because I feel like I can jump from upstairs and go downstairs. And so because of everything she was saying about the product, it actually built my dad's interest in the product as well, and he decided to give it a try. So for me, I realized that the product did work. Now, getting my first team member or my first sign-up was where the challenge was. I had a lot of insecurities with myself that I could not get over and work on my business easily. So it took me a while. It took me some time to get my first sign-up in business with me. I would say it took me about 2 or 3 months to get my first business partner in business with me. Within those 3 months, I was hiding. I was scared, should I say, because I found myself in a place that I thought I was going to crush it. And then I come and I'm faced with things in me that are stopping me from trying to achieve this. Now, I couldn't even talk to another person about the opportunity. I would overthink it every time, and I would give myself a million reasons why I should not talk to them, while they'll say they're not interested, and I'll just hold back, not talk to them. So within those 3 months, I stalled a lot. There were a lot of people I didn't talk to, and in my mind, I'm doing the business, but on the ground, I actually was not doing the business. I was just caught up in the emotions I was feeling because of how difficult the process was or how I saw the process to be. I would say my biggest challenge was overcoming myself. And yes, there are challenges that come, objections, people complain. You get a lot of objections and rejections in every business, in every part of life. But for me, my biggest challenge was myself. Trying to overcome my limiting beliefs and push myself to actually reach out to people and talk to them. It was really hard on me. It took me a while. It was uncomfortable, so I didn't want to do it. And I chose to stay in my comfort zone and be where it was okay. I didn't feel like someone might say no to me. Like, saying no to me was like a big blow in my face, right? And that's a concept I've come to understand as part of life. I'm not that kind of person. I don't always say no to people. So hearing a lot of people say no to me, I was like, okay, are they saying no to me? Are they saying no to the opportunity? Are they saying no to the product? So it took me a while to try and understand the difference and try to get over myself, actually reach out to someone for help. We work with people now, and that has been one of the most difficult things to do, working with people. Now you're working with a lot of people from different backgrounds with their own beliefs, with their own limiting beliefs, and it's hard to, sometimes you find yourself wanting the opportunity for them more than they may want for themselves, and it gets frustrating. And sometimes you find yourself feeling that you have to go over the same things over and over again. But I always remember where I started from. If people had given up on me, I probably wouldn't be here. So there's no way I can give up on them. I love them wherever level they are and work with them at whatever level they are at. So I'd say one of the biggest parts has been working with people and trying to help actually achieve transformations in the lives of people. I am currently a Silver Associate of Max International, and I'm working hard to try and go to the next rank, which is Gold. I'm building business in Ghana, and I also have a team in Sierra Leone. I'm also trying to build in other countries as well, like Cameroon, like Nigeria, like Cote d'Ivoire. I tried to build in Cote d'Ivoire, but it didn't go too well for me, and in Kenya as well. So that's where my business is, or I'm looking to expand my business into currently. Growing up, I've always felt like I wanted to work with people. I always saw myself thriving in a place where I worked with a lot of people. And I've reached a point in my business where I actually do believe that this is my life's purpose, because in building our business, you work with a lot of people from different countries, from different backgrounds. And that's what drives me. But there's also something very personal I'll share. So aside the fact that I had insecurities and all of that, for the last 12 years, so like I was saying, the last 12 years, I've lived with a condition called keratoconus. Now, because of that, I'm extremely short-sighted. I really don't see much. I walk around, a lot of people don't know, because I walk around looking confident, like I can see what's happening around me, but I really don't see much. And for a long time, it has held me back. It stopped me from trying to do a lot of things because I didn't see myself like the regular person. And being able to build my business, even with this condition, and still crush my goals, talk to people, move around, and people don't even know that this is what's happening to me. That's what's driving me. I want to be an inspiration for another person who might be going through some challenge. It may not be keratoconus, it may not be with their eyes, but there's some other, should I say, disability that could stand in the way of you trying to achieve your goals. So I want to be an inspiration, and that drives me, that keeps me going. And it reminds me that everything that was holding me back, it's in my mind. And if I just put my heart into it, put the effort, try to take myself out of that condition and just keep working at it, I can make anything I want to do in my life possible. So that's really what drives me, being the fact that I can build my business and do all of this even with this condition. In the next 5 years, I see myself rising through the ranks to the ultimate rank in Max International, which is Crown Diamond. Now, this is a very big goal, and I know it comes with working with a lot of people and helping to transform the lives of so many people around the world. Now, I'm hoping that in that process, I'll be able to get to a lot of people who might resonate with my story or find themselves in situations that I found myself. They might have insecurities, they might have self-esteem issues, they might have um, disabilities that are holding them back in so many ways. I want to be a beacon of hope to people like that, to let them know that once you set your mind on a goal, you can work at it. And I'd like to have a family where I can empower people, not just people I'm building business with, but I want it to be a family where we empower each other. We want the best for each other, and we are all working towards a common goal of transforming as many lives as possible as we come in contact with. And that is where I see myself being in the next 5 years.